What's going on there, YouTube? I'm sitting here with Matt from Matt Whitehorse on YouTube. Super cool dude. He played an awesome deck today. How'd you do today?
I went X2.
Okay, and what place did you get?
I got 10th.
Hell yeah, man. I played against you, man. I lost to you in the final round. The deck was super cool. You played Bystial Despia, so let's just get into the deck profile, man.
All right, so for the monsters, we're going to start out with 3 Albaz. It's pretty standard. 3 Aliber. I went with 2 Tragedy. I wanted to play this at 2 because I didn't want to see it too much. And with Branded Regain, you can just shuffle it back in. Right, and then for the Bystial line, we played 3 Magnamut. This is the best card, honestly, aside from this. Lebellion is sweet. This card gets you all your continuous spells and traps. Sets you up pretty good. I went with 2 Serona. You can play more than 1, or I mean more than 2, but I opted to go with 2. I like the ratios in this deck.
Okay.
And just 1 Druid Worm. This card rarely comes up. I usually use this to tribute off with this to send and then summon and get set up.
Yep.
So it's not too bad.
Attention players, if you are here in an Arkham t-shirt, please try not to go anywhere.
2 just kind of supporters are Albion to dump the branded opening so I can draw, and then this is to like make cute plays like a second Masquerade or like Aquarius, like if I know what my opponent's playing.
Okay, I've seen you with the double Masquerade all day.
Yeah, double Masquerade, it comes up because against tier, like they have to actually play the game.
Yeah.
And with them playing the game, like they're just draining life points. And it sets you up in a good position to win because all of your monsters in this deck have a lot of attack. So it's pretty sweet. And then for the sauce, the spice, the goo, whatever you want to call it, for the day, I went with Dimension Shifter.
Okay.
So this card
Clapped me.
it is super sweet because of the tier limit deck.
Yep.
And this deck can actually like play with it, and it doesn't really care about like banishing
you just
and
banish
stuff.
the tragedies.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
banish everything and like use Lebellion from the extra deck and just shuffle it back, and you can also use Regain to shuffle stuff back too. So
Pretty solid.
it's pretty sweet. So that's all the monsters. The monsters are 21.
There is 1
for the
minute left
spells,
on the clock. Again,
We
you
have
need to bring
3 Allure.
discrepancy
This is pretty
up.
standard. Again, with like if
About
you
your
open
final
Regain,
standing.
you can like
Please
use
come
this,
forward. You have less than
draw
1
2,
minute.
and you can use Tragedy and Regain, and like Regain, Chainlink 1, Tragedy, Chainlink 2, search before you draw, then you put it back and draw a card. So that's a pretty cool play. And then you can also use this to recycle, use this to banish and use Regain to recycle your Bystials. Triple Super Poly. Honestly, this is a fusion deck. If you're not playing this, I mean, you got, I don't know what you're doing, but this card is sweet.
It's wrong if you're not.
Yeah, this card is like when I normal summon Aliber and they would chain something, I would just chain this and make a fusion for free and still get my branded fusion and just go off. So it's super sweet. And for the branded cards, we got 3 branded fusion. Best card in the deck. Double opening. I cut this down to 2 because I did not want to see this card in hand at all a lot. And I'm gonna be honest, if like you play against tier and you mill this, it's sweet because you just have it like
All right,
insurance,
attention players.
that your
Standings
cards
are
won't get
now
destroyed.
finalized. We are not going to make
And
any changes.
also too, like
At this time, I'm going to pass
use
out
it to
the
discard with
microphones.
Albion and
For
draw
those of you in
cards.
top 8,
And then
need
Regain,
assistance.
one of the best
because
cards in the
you've never
deck.
filled out one of these before. Please
Not much
just
to say
ask.
about
We'll get you
it.
taken
Branded in
care
red.
of.
This is pretty
Once
like
you're finished filling
it's
out
pretty
your
standard to play this
platform,
at 2, but I play
you
at
are going
1
to
because I don't want to see it too much.
Over on front, you are
But
going to turn in your
the random
form.
Chimera plays come up,
Verify.
so I just play.
Please
I'll
go
have to
ahead
play
and
at
have
1.
your driver's license with,
I play this to search for Cartesia. If I go game 3 and I open Fusion,
ready to go.
I can search this with Aliber, activate Fusion. They can't negate with Rukelos because they can't negate the activation because of this card. And then I can special summon the Cartesia and make into
shoot.
Masquerade for time. So,
Yeah, that's busted.
yeah. And then just 2 1-ofs, Foolish and Called By. This card actually won me a game today because I was able to start with it. So 16 spells. And then for the traps, I played Double Beast.
Oh, man.
Reasoning-
It was so good today, too.
Yeah, reasoning being is, and yes, I did get this a lot today at 2 because it's once per copy. So if your opponent like summons and you have Regain, you can summon back, use this one to pop. And then if you have one in hand, you can just banish, summon again, and then use the second one to pop again. So it's sweet. Removal, I think, is a little bit better than negation in this format because it leaves your opponent with less cards to play. So. And then the one banishment, this card, everybody did not see this coming. If I go first and I set up with this engraved, I would use this, target this, summon back, fuse, and most of the time I'm fusing like Bystial Despia or whatever, and then using regain to put this back and draw a card. So like this was a cute little play that I liked a lot today. And then for the extra deck, we got the Attack on Titan tokens, Mud Dragon and Garua. I only summoned these both once today. They were okay. This card actually was a lot better than I thought in this deck because of the effect to where it can be targeted. So it's pretty sweet. And then we got, for the branded line, we got 2 of the Albions, 2, oh, sorry about that.
No worries.
Hold on.
Only 2 Albion?
Yeah, only 2 Albion, because I can recycle it back with the Labellion and with the Regain. So I only play 2. And then the rest of the branded stuff, we played 1 Abnalonatus to search for the fusion. And then this, one thing I did learn with this deck is, if your opponent has Rukalos and you can send this, you can summon Albaz, fuse itself in Rukalos to make a Mirror Jade, because it takes just a fusion monster. So if they can't negate that or negate this effect, find a way to negate this effect at end phase,
Card's
you can
powerful,
use this.
man.
Yeah.
Card's so strong.
It came up once, but anyways.
Yep.
That's it for the branded fusions. The Despia fusions, Double Masquerade, I probably could have played this at 3. But honestly, I didn't want to play it at 3 because I wanted to play this card. This card comes up every
so
now and then.
clutch.
Yeah, it's insane.
It was clutch in our match.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because like you just shrink everything down to 0 and then they can't really do much with their battle phase. So.
And they're forced to play around the Albaz summon too, which is so hard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Double Masquerade was fine. My opponent taking 12, I feel like is enough damage. So.
Yeah.
And then for the bigger bodies, 1 Bystial Despia standard. I don't think you ever want to play this at 2. You're not playing tier, so you can't really like make it at 2. Yeah. Double Mirror Jade.
Yep.
I played this at 2. A lot of people were gonna think I'm crazy for playing this at 2. You only usually like make 1, but if I draw Albaz, I can make it, like summon and make it, and then if my opponent gets rid of it on my turn, I can just brand a fusion and make another one.
Yep.
And that did come up once today. So, and then Chimera. Chimera is just for the branded red play.
Yeah, it's Chimera.
So, and then for the side,
It's the big bag Chimera.
we played 3 Dogwood because people are cheeky in time. You can't trust anybody. I actually lost because of this card. I'm a fool. I should have passed
Because of
turn.
a misplay with that card.
Yeah, I misplayed. I activated Magnum up for no reason when I could have just ended my turn and won round 6. But we learned, so we know for next time.
Oh yeah.
Banshee and Zombie. Honestly, I'm going to be real with you. This was only in the deck for Flu Wanderies. Like,
I mean, they lose.
this, yeah, like if you resolve this against Flu, like there's so much that they can't do. So I was like, no, I ain't trying to lose to Flu. So I'm going to play these. Triple Dark Ruler. Honestly, it was either this or Storm. I didn't really want to play Storm. I felt like this card would have been a lot better, especially going up against like decks like Sprite and Tier, because like if they have Rukalos with Elf and like Baron, you just activate this and like what do they do?
Yeah.
You know? I mean, if they have Crime, sure, but like a lot of people that I saw today milled Crime, so and they felt better. Like
even if they don't, they use it on that instead of something else. So.
Yeah, and like so Eclipse.
What?
So I played this. I played this for Flu.
Okay.
This card came up last regionals. I activated this in standby phase, flipped their guys face down, and then stormed their back row, and then completely broke their board and won the game. So I was really cool with this card. Like I liked it, so I decided to play it again for this event. So for the Flu matchup, and then this is for Tier, Silent Graveyard. I don't mind discarding cards because I like discarding with I like discarding stuff like Bystials or like even a Tragedy. Like if I discard for cost, sure I won't get the effect, but next turn I can banish it and reset and then go
you
off
don't mind.
again, you know.
Turn the graveyard off, call it a day.
Yeah, turn the graveyard off. And, it's there to stop Tier. And then probably one of the best cards in this format, honestly, in the side deck.
It's
is
the MVP sideboard
yeah,
card
this card is
of this format.
Yeah, this card is like honestly, if you have like depending on your hand, if you have gas and you play this card against tier elements, like you break their board and you set up your board, to where like you make it harder for them to play, it's a wrap. So,
Amazing.
It was
But yeah,
either
that's-
evenly matched or forbidden droplet.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's it. So
Awesome. So that was
the
Matt from White Horse. Make sure you guys go check out his channel. Link will be down in the description box below.
yeah, and one quick shout out,
Yeah.
shout out to Team Ace and all the boys back home.
Oh, heck yeah,
And,
man. You gotta
Hobby-
shout out the homies.
Yeah, and Hobby Hub and all the locals back home.
Oh, 100%, man.
Yep.
100%. Hobby Hub's a good shop, man.
Yep.
So, anyways,
All right.
it's been awesome having you on the
Yeah,
channel,
man.
y'all. Make sure you guys check out the link down below for Pow Manga Mats. Use my promo code, it's Gores, to save 10% off. Make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe. This is Gores, signing off.